You are now tuned in to Heat Check with Ty Slatter and Antonio Turner, right here on GTA Sports Network. Follow GTA Sports Network on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, as well as GTA Heat Check, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Subscribe to the YouTube channel, GTA Sports, and check out GTASportsNet.com for all things in the world of sports.
Hello everyone, it's Ty Slatter.
Antonio Turner.
Welcome to another edition of GTA Heat Check, brought to you by GTA Sports Network. Make sure you follow GTA Sports Network and GTA Heat Check on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Subscribe to the YouTube channel, GTA Sports, and don't forget GTASportsNet.com for all things in the world of sports. Tell them how we doing.
You know, I like this. I'm turning. You want me to turn
Oh, okay.
The
Lakers did the impossible this weekend. Oh man, the Lakers defeated the Brooklyn Nets by a large margin. But get this, it ain't just about the score. It's about the players.
It's not about the score.
No LeBron, no Anthony Davis, no Kyle Kuzma, and only a half a game of Schroeder. And they still,
he was leading
score when he got ejected, which was crazy. Steven Jackson addressed it. I don't understand.
Did he?
Yeah, of course he did. He's like, where y'all get these referees from, man? First of all, y'all getting ejected for trash talking. There was no hitting, there was no shoving, there was no pushing, no tossing, no fighting.
Yeah, right. Like I agree with the first double T.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
But
the second one,
that was a stretch.
Exactly. I mean, okay, you might give it to Kyrie, but Schroeder, what did he do?
Schroeder did nothing to the footage I saw. Schroeder
was like, what'd I do? He keeps talking. That's literally what he said. He said, he keeps talking to me.
But here's where the game got interesting. After the ejection, you got to realize Kevin Durant was on minute restrictions.
I get it.
James Harden was injured still with the hamstring, so he was out.
Yeah.
And Kyrie Irving was really, truly the X factor of the game. So once he got ejected,
a bad game anyway.
And he was having a rough game.
It was a rough game.
So what we got to address is the Andre Drummond versus Lamarcus Aldridge matchup.
We got to address.
Oh, we have to.
I don't got it.
Oh, we have to.
It's not
addressable. What we do. And we shall.
I mean, you could say stress, not to me. That's called who said
the
that?
Lakers won that.
Shaq say it's barbecue chicken.
Oh. Smothered
barbecue chicken. That's even worse.
Drummond was having his way with Lamarcus Aldridge. Lamarcus Aldridge looked like he needed to retire after that game. It made him look bad. He looked old.
Well, because I'm watching the game, sitting next to somebody that's a KD fan. He's like, where DeAndre Jordan at? So who? You don't want them problems.
You don't want the smoke.
And you don't want them problems. He said, I say Blake. I said, you really don't want them problems either. Lamarcus your best option.
And that's sad.
Claxton, baby.
He
undersized. He got heart, but
Andre Drummond is easily a 20 and 12 kind of guy.
He got it in 20 minutes.
He got it in 20 minutes. So every minute he was scoring.
I was skeptical. We talked about this off here.
You was.
Ben McLemore. I was a little skeptical.
Ben McLemore, THT.
7 minutes.
Ben McLemore.
7 to 10 minutes.
THT.
He had like 14.
And Drummond was going off.
Oh, you saw them. You saw LeBron AD. Cool. Listen.
Oh, this is what we got.
Raise the roof. They said, that's what we got.
Oh, you
saw the report about AD.
What did he say?
Oh, I'll be back in a week. LeBron said, oh, you a week? I'm right behind you a week after that.
Well, now.
And Kuz be back this week.
So let me get this straight. What was Kuz's injury?
I think it's a calf. Just a sprained calf.
Okay.
They just trying to be safe.
So let me get this straight. We just played potentially the NBA Finals minus the main players. But what it showed me is that the Lakers' depth, even though people was, questionable about keeping Markieff Morris and giving him his little contract, and then you got Alex Caruso over here.
He finally came back. He looked healthy.
He got himself back together.
He looked healthy.
This team is loaded, even when the stars aren't playing.
I didn't ever say this. Frank Vogel get props. I never thought I would say that about Frank Vogel. For coaching.
He did his job.
On the Lakers. I don't say
Pacers. Did his job.
Because on the Pacers, he was coaching his butt off.
He was coaching with the Pacers.
On the Lakers, you ain't really got to do it. You got LeBron and AD.
You got Jason Kidd on your
exactly. You got the just replacement.
Just replacement. But he actually coached this game.
I didn't know he still had it.
Oh, he showed us.
Yeah, he showed that he want that.
The
ring.
odds were not in their favor Saturday night.
Bro, it's plus 10.5.
They weren't supposed to win that game. They were not supposed to win
I
that
took
game.
it was a parlay. I don't know if I took the Raptors.
You told me.
Raptors were
like
underdogs.
1,100? Or was it like 1,900?
It was plus 1,900.
Those odds usually don't work out.
I know.
Typically, they don't work out.
Yeah.
Oh, but they worked this weekend.
Because shockingly, the Raptors were underdogs. They won by 30.
The stars were in line that night.
Exactly.
I have to just say this. I'm not a Laker fan, but what I saw from the highlights was beautiful. The Lakers look like a real
Make
team.
it look like if it ain't KD and James Harden, they ain't got no shot. A healthy KD and James Harden.
But this is where
I know we know this about Kyrie.
This is the reality of the situation. Kyrie Irving, as great as he is, he's not a leader.
Well, because he a ball.
He's an ISO. He's a shorter Carmelo Anthony, with a better handle.
Yeah. And he's shorter.
Steve Nash is a rookie head coach. He don't know what he's doing. He's a player first, coach second.
No D'Antoni.
Your roster is questionable at best because you have no true center.
Yeah.
You're playing forwards at 5.
You got Lamarcus.
You got Lamarcus and DeAndre Jordan.
And DeAndre only played 15.
And he's not playing a 7-game series.
He only played 15 minutes.
He's on minute restrictions.
That's being nice. Oh my Lord, Jesus.
KD has leg issues that they're not saying or putting out publicly.
That's why minute restrictions.
He's still injured, but he ain't gonna say that. They don't want to give that out. But KD clearly still having hamstring issues. James Harden's having hamstring issues.
And then now with Lamarcus and Blake, now Joe Harris is back to really what he is, just a 3-point shooter.
Yep.
He might get the ball 3 times a game now.
If that.
That's been nice.
With Blake and Lamarcus out there,
he might get 3.
That changed how many shot attempts.
Yeah, I'm saying he might only get 3 threes a game. Three attempts a game.
If that, because Blake shoots 3, so that changes
First of all, Blake, don't you dare shoot no 3s. Yeah, bro.
So he can't shoot 3s, bro? What you want him to do?
I mean, him and Donovan.
What's he good for? That was his first game in.
He got more dunks this year than he has in the last 2 years.
I just don't expect him to keep doing that. I expect
he gonna have to. He gotta play big.
I expect him to fizzle out just like Aaron Gordon did, and we'll get to him in a second.
You gonna get to him in a second because I ain't got nothing to say.
I expected it.
I expected it too. That's why I got nothing to say.
The fact that he was going hot for those first 6-7 games was impressive, but I knew it wasn't gonna last. I'm like, he ain't gonna play that way into the playoffs. Exactly. No way.
But this actually proved the Lakers depth
actually can do something.
It literally, I didn't know.
And the big,
I know I could get from Caruso, Morris periodically. I know I get from KCP. Wesley, you on the bench.
About to get traded.
Marcus All, you admit you know you're wrong.
He does.
I mean, he didn't want to admit it. He had to though.
He had to come to grips with it.
And shout out to Pau Gasol.
Oh yeah.
Going back home. Barcelona.
And playing for Barcelona, doing his thing.
Trying to be on Olympic. I mean, he's on Olympic team.
Yeah. he still got some juice left in him.
A little bit. He got one last run.
It's probably his last run.
Oh, absolutely. It's his last run. He got super knee problems.
He had foot issue too.
Foot, knees.
Yeah.
Whatever you could name.
I don't want to admit this, but the Lakers look like a playoff team.
Like literally, you just insert LeBron and AD.
And Kuz.
That's what I'm saying. And Kuz is like an X factor.
He can drop 30 if you want to.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Kuz is your spark off the bench. He's not a starter with the Lakers.
Right.
With AD, LeBron, and Drummond, because you don't need 20.
You don't need
Drummond.
You don't need that much.
You don't need 20. He could get it.
You can get it.
You ain't gonna need 20 for Drummond at all.
AD gonna give you something.
Oh, if AD don't have 25. If he don't.
Now with Drummond, my question would be: Do we force AD to play the center position?
Absolutely not.
So who plays center? Andre?
Yes.
And then AD play the 4?
Yes. That's what you better.
Preference anyway.
Exactly. I don't want Anthony Davis playing the 5.
Well, not now because they got Drummond.
I mean, I don't like him playing the 5 either way.
Mm-hmm.
I would almost rather have Marcus Gasol or Harold. Montrez playing center before AD.
Valid point.
Because he don't play like that. That's not his game. He a finesse player.
Right.
He gets boards because he's long, but he's not down there banging all night. That's not his game.
He too fragile for that.
That's what I'm saying. He's not a banger like that. He too fragile. Exactly, too fragile for it.
So we're gonna address the elephant in the room. Denver Nuggets. I've been going back and forth with Denver fans all week. I'm gonna tell y'all something.
You did tell me that.
I have. Denver's in trouble. From what I just saw against the Celtics,
Exactly. And
Celtics went on a 31-3 run. From third quarter on, y'all didn't score no more.
They was down 16. I'm mad I didn't take it. In my part, I almost took it. They was
Help
down.
me understand this,
14
though.
to 6. They was down 14 or
The
16.
Denver Nuggets have a fully loaded roster, both starting and bench. Fully loaded, every position loaded.
Yeah.
The Celtics do not have a center. I do not count Tristan Thompson as a center.
I mean, that's the only center.
I don't count Robert Williams as a center.
Because he's not. He just got heart.
But he plays a better center than Tristan Thompson. I will say that.
Robert just got heart out there, man.
Somehow, some way, the Celtics managed to beat the Denver Nuggets.
There's now, I don't remember what it was, but it was 14 or 16.
How much did Aaron Gordon have? 8, 6, and what?
Yeah, it was 8-6 and 2 or something like that.
Them sound like Orlando Magic numbers to me. Sounds like he's back to his regular self. He had that little hot streak, played his old team, did his thing, showed up when he needed.
The problem is you can blame him. You
made the statement saying these are the easiest buckets he got in his whole career.
First of all, you can put him in there.
Yet still, he's not the main culprit.
But he's not the biggest problem.
He's not helping the situation.
Exactly.
But I will say the main person I'm looking at is Coach Mike Malone. Once again,
I'm
gonna get to him.
Okay, because that's
Coach is up first.
Okay,
because like I know when the team is underperforming, and if this team does not get to the Western Conference Finals, which they won't, the coach is the first to blame. The coach is first to get fired. But
he might not.
But in this particular situation, Jamal Murray is the person that's really in the hot seat.
The reason Mike Malone won't, because of Popovich. Ain't part of Popovich tree, right?
Yeah, he is.
Yeah, when you part of Popovich, Doc Rivers trees, you get a little leeway. A little, but it might be running out.
I think he's in the hot seat.
But if you get rid of Jamal Murray first,
then Malone's next.
Yeah, exactly. Jamal Murray, you get rid of him.
Murray is supposed to be the franchise.
Even though they did prove what they did prove today, though, was Michael Porter
is that guy.
Is the franchise.
Wow.
Jamal Murray.
See, now you saying that confirms what I've been saying. All since the bubble.
Michael Porter Jr.
Because of what happened in the bubble. Because Michael Porter Jr. said he wasn't getting enough touches. Then he started getting more touches. But I say he went about it wrong.
Because you ain't going.
Because you don't say it publicly.
Especially only a 2 year.
And you're still new.
That was still been linked to
right,
4 years.
But he proved my point because Jamal Murray has been in a slump really since the bubble.
Oh, he got every 10 games. You know what I'm saying?
He'll go off every few games.
I'm gonna say every 7
Jamal
to
Murray
8 games.
In my eyes, is on the block to get traded. But they didn't want to hear me say that. Denver fans didn't want to hear me say that. Jamal Murray fans definitely didn't want to hear me say that.
They tried to prove it with Gary Harris first.
True, but
that's not Gary Harris. Gary Harris is not.
He wasn't the problem.
Yeah, I mean he's not a.
He was X Factor.
Yeah, I'm saying he's not the main.
He's a fourth option. You letting Gary Harris go and Malik Beasley. They let him go too.
Well,
those weren't your problem.
Yeah, I mean,
they weren't.
I get why I got Malik got some other stuff going on.
He had personal issues.
Yeah, I said outside of basketball,
performance wise.
Yeah, Malik
can ball.
He took the bag too.
He could ball though.
I give
him props for that. He took the bag. Take the bag. But with Jamal Murray again, you haven't solved the problem. You're still losing games you shouldn't win.
He's always did that. It looked different in the bubble.
He did, but
because since he's been with Denver, how long you been in the league? What, 4 years, 5 years?
No. Oh yeah.
This is 4th year, maybe 5th year. It's been Jamal. That's what he's looking like the whole time.
Too streaky.
The bubble looked like it was a fluke.
It was
for him.
It was
because Donovan,
Jokic is still showing up.
That's what I'm saying. Because Donovan proved it's not a.
We'll get to Donovan.
I know. I'm just saying though, we could go Donovan, Devin in there.
Donovan, Devin, they showing up.
You know what I'm saying? It's not a fluke.
No, because they're number 1, number 2.
Exactly.
Where Denver at?
They got lucky because of the Lakers.
Yeah.
To get the 4th spot, they got lucky because of the Lakers.
But the Lakers were healthy.
Exactly. I'm saying they got lucky. The Lakers went from 2 to 5th. And the Lakers only a game behind them.
And that's gonna change.
The Lakers are 5-6 without LeBron.
That says a lot.
It definitely says a lot.
That says a lot.
That's what I said. It said more about Frank Vogel to me than anything else.
Coaching is actually in play.
I mean, I knew he was defensive coach. I know he was that good defensive coach.
Well, Drummond said in his post game that once Shooter and Irving got ejected, he said, "Look, we can't play like this and expect to win this game. We got to step up the defense. We stepped up defense. We made plays, and we made it happen." But he basically credited the defense of the team as to why they got the win against Brooklyn.
Yeah, well, I read Lakers were from number 1 when LeBron and AD was in to when they lose LeBron, they was to number 2 in defense. They didn't drop. They dropped 1 spot.
That's a testament to Vogel.
Yes, I didn't know.
Vogel's actually coaching defense.
I didn't know he had. I knew he had.
And they're buying into the defensive schemes that he's drawing up.
Oh, absolutely. That's how they win the games. They home teams under. Well, any team know Brooklyn under 110 is going to win the game.
Wow. Up next on my list, I got the Portland Trailblazers.
I know y'all lost today, but
Whether y'all want to admit this or not, Dame should be in the MVP conversation.
should be. He should be number 1 option.
But he won't be. But he should be.
Yeah, because now they've been disrespectful and then saying Joker is going to be the MVP. And I like Joker.
But he's not MVP. Not to me.
They gonna get they might give it to him, but
I don't see it. I don't see how he's MVP. When I got another player that's in the West that I believe should definitely be in the conversation, but they keep ignoring him too.
Right, and they both in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah, that's what it is.
In the boat, but I mean, they both in Pacific North.
One's in Oregon and one's in Utah, and because of that, they're not going to get
and
it.
Because
they should.
What I'm saying, because Denver is more relevant than Portland, Oregon.
Yeah, it's more relevant than Oregon.
Not about much,
but enough to make.
You know what I'm saying? If
enough to make that difference.
You know, a smidgy.
Just enough. I want to talk about the Pacers, but there ain't much to talk about other than the fact that Pacers are being Pacers. They're right now they're 9th in the East, which
they might change
is disappointing.
Chicago lost.
They're 9th in the East.
Oh,
Chicago lost. Chicago's below. They're 10th.
Oh, okay.
They already failed. They're 10th.
Yeah, well, and see, Boston went on a little winning streak. Boston won straight.
And then New York is still 500, which is great. I'm happy for them.
Yeah.
But
even though, what's the name? I know
Charlotte's doing good right now. They're 6th, but
they went from 4th to 6th.
Yeah, they're falling fast. I hate to say it.
Thank you, Atlanta. Atlanta's back. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you, Nate McMillan.
Nate McMillan, defensive coach again.
That's how I got that.
If I could have it my way, I would lock in the East right now. I'm okay with Philly being number 1, but they're tied with Brooklyn right now, so that's gonna be tough.
Yeah.
It's gonna be tough. Well, see, Brooklyn has injuries, and that is what could keep Philly number 1.
Embiid's about healthy,
which is shocking because usually he's hurt right now.
Yeah, he's about healthy. He's coming back from injury, but he's about healthy now.
Milwaukee's pretty much locked in at 3, unless Atlanta.
They're going through smooth.
Unless Atlanta goes on a hot streak. What's going on with Milwaukee?
Giannis ain't been playing.
Well, he got hurt, I think.
No, I'm saying Giannis been hurt. I think what's the name? He's playing, but I don't know if he should be.
Middleton?
No, Holiday.
He got hurt.
Yeah, he got hurt a couple games ago. He's playing through it. He's trying to play through it. I can't remember. I think it's an ankle. I think it's an ankle sprain or something like that. He's trying to play through it, which he is.
Okay.
I mean, Milton is there.
So are you saying it's possible that Atlanta could get number 3?
I ain't saying that.
I mean, they're only.
Well, I mean, it's possible. Trey, because I know Nate changed up Trey's game.
Well, here's the thing. Atlanta is.
He told him, hey, man, go be point guard. You ain't got to shoot that much. Go through. We got Capella. You got Bogdanovich. You got other shooters on your team.
So he got him to slow down the shooting.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He will. He's been turning up the last 5 games. You know what I'm saying?
Well, at least he's making sure Atlanta gets to the playoffs this year.
Oh, absolutely. Well, because
Miami's on him though. Miami's only a half a game behind him.
Yeah, I think they won 6 or 7 too.
Yeah, Miami could definitely catch him.
Yeah, you know what the problems.
See, if Miami gets back in that top 4, top 5, they're 5th right now. They get back.
I don't know if they can handle Brooklyn and Philly.
But they at least get to 4. That puts
it's gonna be interesting with Philly.
Well, here's the thing: if we stop right now,
because Joel and Bam, that's
if they get up one more, it'd be Atlanta versus Miami either way.
Yeah. Well, I'm saying though, like in the second round or Eastern Conference.
Oh,
that's what I'm saying.
That's a fight.
Bam and Joel, that's interesting.
That's very interesting. Because I think Miami got
and then
shooters.
Nobody's stopping Bam.
Miami got better shooters than Philly.
And nobody's stopping Bam.
So and then plus, not to mention, outside of Doc being there, Jimmy Butler knows most of how they play in Philly. He played for Philly.
Right.
Different coach now, but I mean,
well, yeah,
same players roughly.
Oh, absolutely.
So you know the team.
Yeah. Outside I was gonna say it's about a push.
It's gonna be interesting.
It's almost a push. I might give Joel a slight advantage.
It's gonna be close.
But
if Miami gets past the first round,
is Philly who on Brooklyn is stopping Bam?
Who on Brooklyn is stopping anybody? Brooklyn has no
big man. Who's stopping Bam? Joel. They not stopping Giannis either.
Lamarcus Aldridge gonna stop anybody in Miami? Honestly, are you serious right now?
I'm saying the big. I'm saying if they play the center.
You better play Nick Claxton in the playoffs. You better get all the PT in the playoffs. That's your best bet.
Is he ready?
You don't have to get ready. See, here's where Brooklyn made a mistake, and nobody's talking about this anymore. They should have never traded Jared Allen to Cleveland. That was stupid.
If you trade Jared Allen, at least give me JaVale McGee.
You should at least got something back from him. Because what you have,
JaMale McGee, Andre Drummond.
You should went for Drummond something. And I don't know if they traded Jared Allen or not. Did they trade him?
Yeah.
They did trade him?
It was part of
that 4-way trade.
So Oladipo, yeah.
Shouldn't did that. Oh, with LeVert. Well, no, Oladipo was in that too, wasn't he?
It was Oladipo, LeVert, Jared Allen.
Yeah, they shouldn't did that. Because y'all been suffering on defense at the big position all season because of that.
Crazy part is Miami doing it kind of without Oladipo.
Yeah, because he got hurt.
Yeah.
Did
he play what, 1 game, 2 games?
Yeah, 1 or 2 games. He injured himself on a dunk. He injured his knee. You jinxed it because you said that. You said you were surprised Oladipo hadn't injured himself the way he dunks. You said that. You said, I'm surprised he ain't injured his knee yet the way he dunks.
Well, because I'm not one wishing it. It was just the way from the catastrophic.
The way he comes down.
Just kind of from the injury hurt. Hey, I'm like,
he dunking.
He's too powerful. He dunking a little too powerful.
It's called playing reckless. He ain't he got to ease up. It's almost like he tried to be too aggressive.
He was trying to prove a point going to Miami.
Yeah.
And now you got knee soreness, and now you out for a week.
So it's like,
and now you might not be starting. Messing with me.
I would have had him off the bench anyway.
I'm saying no, they started him, but if it's me
personally, I would have.
I start Duncan or Hero. I'm starting Duncan starting.
I
might start Hero over.
I need Miami to focus more on shooting and have Oladipo lead the second squad. That's what I would do.
Oh, absolutely.
There's no need to have Jimmy and Vic on the same.
Vic and Gorn. Oh God. On the second unit.
Absolutely. And put Vic at the shooting guard. Catch and shoot. That's all I need you to do. I don't even need you to dunk. Just catch and shoot. Because I know Oladipo can hit 3 if I give it to him. If Dragic gets you in the right spots.
He's a
shooter.
He's a poor man Dwayne Wade.
That's why you want to say.
Because he's a slasher.
He is.
He's not really a shooter. He'll slash to the rim.
But he can shoot.
He can shoot. That's what D-Wade was.
He got a set shot.
Really a shooter,
he
but
can go clutch though.
Yeah, if you need him to shoot it, he will.
All right. Dragic is decent from shooting too.
Oh, absolutely. That's why Dragic run your offense.
Mm-hmm.
He got set up Oladipo.
Yeah, I feel that he struggles to create his own shot at times if he can't slash to the rim.
Oh, absolutely.
I hope Charlotte can stay in there. I don't know. It's gonna be tough.
It's gonna be tough because Boston's in 7. Boston runs behind them.
It really depends on the strength of schedule. What's left for Charlotte?
Well,
could
LaMelo.
It could.
LaMelo out.
They've been winning without him.
I know, but Gordon's out too, though.
No surprise there.
Yeah, Gordon out for 3 more weeks, 3 weeks, 4 weeks.
No surprise there.
I know they paid 120
million for Glass. You paid 120 million for Glass.
Y'all do got my guy though. Y'all do got Graham. That's my guy.
You got PJ Washington still.
Yeah, they ain't been using him all year.
And I hope Rozier can still play good without Melo, because Melo made him look great.
That's what I'm saying.
Melo made him great.
Melo make him. Graham and PJ can kind of do their own thing.
Terry.
That's what I'm saying. Melo and Graham.
I need that Scary Terry.
Bridges, that's disrespectful.
Oh yeah, Bridges caught a body this
Miles
weekend.
Bridges, disrespectful.
You just made Clint Capella mean.
Exactly, and they won.
And they still won.
Atlanta won.
And the highlight of the story was about Bridges dunking on Capella.
And Capella had 15 boards.
Ooh.
He had 24-15. That's the crazy part about that whole scenario.
And lost his life.
He got bodied.
Ooh. Ouch. So I want to talk about Utah for a second. Utah's number one. We know this. Utah's going to end the season number one. I don't see them falling out of there anytime soon.
It's not possible. Well, it's possible.
But I don't think it's going to happen.
Yeah.
And I like Phoenix. I'm a Phoenix fan,
do it. That's the only thing they can do.
I don't think it's going to happen.
I'm about to
now, granted, Phoenix is 2.5 games behind them. So it could happen. But I don't think it's going to happen. But it could. But here's the thing. I don't want Phoenix to focus on being number one.
No, don't focus. You just be happy you there.
Be happy that you're in there.
I mean, I'd be happy that you're there, but just be happy that you
make the most out of the playoffs.
Almost last.
You're right now. You're on 8-2 in the last 10 games. Actually,
top three.
All four. The top 4 teams in the West are 8-2. Utah, Phoenix, Clippers, and Denver are 8-2 in the last 10 games.
Top 3 seed
is good for Phoenix.
Is amazing, and getting out the first round is amazing too.
Because y'all missed the playoffs last year and went 8-0 in the bubble and missed the playoffs. So the fact that y'all showed up this year, CP3 improved this team once again. It's not a fluke. Y'all proved it's not a fluke. So y'all proved your point. Devin finally looks like the guy that we always said he could be.
Well, he's always looked like that.
Thanks to CP3.
He got that. Now
he got a true point guard.
Yeah, now you got the leadership.
Veteran leadership and Monty Williams there. I mean, the coaching is right. Everything is right. As you can see on 2K,
it's literally
this team is nice.
It's literally making we feel great that we gave you the bag.
Oh yeah, it's worth it.
That's what I'm saying. Make it look like
it's worth it
because you regret it if they didn't go to the playoffs this year.
Yeah,
I almost have to rethink it.
You have to rethink it.
I almost have to think about a trade option at this point.
Yeah. Donovan Mitchell should be in the MVP conversation.
Oh, absolutely.
If he's not, then y'all being disrespectful.
He's a career high.
He's averaging 40 points right now.
Well, he's averaging
quietly
points, field goal percentage,
50%
assists, rebounds, 3 points.
Crazy.
All that is career highs for him.
I don't know.
From 23 to now he's up to 26, 27.
But nobody's talking about Donovan Mitchell for MVP. Nobody's mentioning it. Why?
I think it's that middle of nowhere.
I think it's the agenda. The league does not want Utah to be number one.
I mean, it's that middle of nowhere. Your Utahs, your Denvers, your Portlands.
But my thing is, Utah hasn't gotten this much love
since '98.
Since the '90s, and they went up against Jordan in the finals.
And don't Karl Malone got one? He got MVP?
Does he?
I don't know if he got one.
He might.
I think he might. Maybe.
Let me check it.
But I'm saying that's the last time Karl Malone, John Stockton, that's the last time we heard anything about the Jazz. You periodically heard about Darren Williams.
He got 2.
Oh, he got 2 MVPs?
Yeah, I think he got one. He got one in 96, 97.
Okay, so Jordan wasn't playing.
What?
No, so Jordan wasn't playing.
Jordan was playing. Jordan came back in 95.
Came back in 95?
Yeah, remember he came back mid-season. That's why they.
Okay.
He was back by 96, 97.
Okay.
The Jazz lost to the Bulls that year.
Yeah, okay.
They still got the MVP during the regular season.
Oh, that was the one Jordan got screwed out of.
Probably. Yeah, he beat Michael Jordan with 63 first place votes over MJ 52.
Yeah, that was and they was mad at Jordan. They was mad at Jordan for missing some years.
Yeah, he got him back to back. Oh no, he missed a year. He got it 97 and 99. So Utah Jazz, so Mitchell could do it.
I mean, yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's over almost how long ago was it? 97?
20 plus.
That's 20 plus years since the Jazz have been relevant. And you could throw in 2 good years with Darren Williams and the Jazz.
So they say as of yesterday that
Bell.
Embiid is in the top 3 again after his return.
Well, because they've been coming back averaging 30 and 15.
And right now, like you said, this was
yeah, what I heard was Joker.
He's number 1 as of March 19th.
Yeah, I heard Joker, Joel, and Dame.
We said who and who?
Dame, Joker, and Joel. It's 3 names I heard. And Donovan.
Right now, if I'm reading this right,
I mean,
they got check this out. They got Nikola Jokic, James Harden, Giannis, and Kawhi. How Kawhi ended up in the conversation is crazy. Then you got LeBron rounding out at top 5 right now. The disrespect. This is what's killing me. Jokic, James Harden, Giannis, Kawhi, LeBron, Rudy Gobert, Kyrie Irving, Dame is 8th. You heard what I said. Luka Doncic and Jimmy Butler are top 10. No Donovan whatsoever.
Is Dame in there?
8th. Behind Irving. Irving 7th. Hold on. Behind Gobert. They got Gobert at number 6. Who does this? And ask me where Donovan Mitchell is on this list.
The media do this.
Well, they apparently don't want Donovan to win because he's not even in the conversation.
They don't have a Zach LaVine even in there.
Nope. They got Rudy Gobert in this conversation. How is Rudy Gobert in the conversation for Utah, but Donovan ain't? How'd that work? How'd that work?
Yeah,
you know what?
I can't beat this camera right now.
You know what?
I had to get the camera for like
you know what
a minute and a half.
You know what?
I know why. I know why Rudy's in there.
I know.
Because of defensive purposes.
Yep. I know what
because he's only defense player of the year.
They're doing the same thing they did with Karl Malone and John Stockton.
I'm shocked they even put James Harden and Kyrie both in there.
I'm not surprised at all.
No, because I'm surprised because neither one's gonna win it.
But James Harden's number 2, which is crazy.
He's not gonna win it. I already said that.
They're not gonna let him win that.
They definitely not gonna let him win that.
But why is Kyrie Irving in the conversation? Well,
you know why Kyrie's over. He's averaging 28.
But Donovan's averaging 40.
Well, he's averaging 40 in the last like 5 games.
So he should be in the top 10.
Kyrie's averaging 30 the whole season. Donovan's averaging 3 less. That's the reason.
Here's what's even more crazy. We look at the win-loss record of each team that's in this. Utah is 40-13, and they're number 6. So every team above the 6th position has a worse record than Rudy Gobert. But Rudy Gobert's in the middle of the pack.
Right.
Explain that. I don't even like Rudy Gobert. But how does that work? He got the best record in this entire list.
Right.
And he's not number 1. They got Jokic at number 1.
Because they up in the Aaron Gordon trade.
Wow.
I know he averaging a triple-double.
Wow.
He averaging 25 and 10 and 11 and 8 assists.
Wow, that's crazy. I just and why is Dame so low on this list is what gets me.
It's ridiculous.
That's crazy. That's crazy. Wow. So when we look at points, like you said, Irving's averaging 27.6.
Right.
Dame's averaging 29. So he's the closest one averaging 30 out of this whole.
Yeah,
he's averaging the most out of everybody.
30 and 8.
He's averaging
8 assists, yeah.
He's averaging the most out of everybody on this list. The next person behind him is Luka.
I was about to say Luka, probably. Luka.
It goes Dame, Luka, Kyrie.
Yeah, that's not about right.
Then LeBron. Well, no, Kawhi, then LeBron. Oh, I'm sorry. Giannis is 28, of course. Then it goes.
Well, it's crazy. Giannis is averaging his normal.
Yeah.
His normal for the last 3-4 years.
He's number 3.
But it's not impressive as no more because you're used to it.
You're used to it. Yeah. That's why I'm trying to figure out why is James Harden over Giannis then, if that's the case. It's because his numbers are up. His other numbers, his assists and shit numbers is up.
Yeah. Okay. His efficiency is up. He's averaging less points and his percentages are better. He's averaging more rebounds and assists he's ever averaged. So
they're not going to let him win over Jokic. I don't see it.
They're not going to let nobody on Brooklyn win it.
That's not fair. It's not.
Oh, so if I'm a voter, a media voter, you got who?
Your roster is loaded.
You got who? You added who? You went to a team with KD and Kyrie, right?
Throw MVP in the trash. You ain't getting that.
Exactly.
Not this year.
Exactly.
Maybe next year.
You got who? You got Lamarcus. Oh, no, you got Blake first.
Got Blake, too.
Yeah, you had Blake first and Lamarcus.
And then they signed Aldridge Johnson.
Exactly.
To a four-year. Like
he's from there, too. He's from the Jersey area.
Yeah, congratulations. He finally got a contract.
Well,
he did 2
10-day
contracts.
Yeah, I saw it.
He did.
When he was at the Pacers, he had bought a house.
Yeah.
They from Jersey, New York area.
All right, so that worked out.
I was like, you got lucky, sir.
That worked out for you. Yeah, the disrespect got to stop. Y'all gonna put some MVP level respect on Donovan Mitchell. I said it before. I say it again. Media.
You said Donovan. I said Dame.
Y'all better get Donovan on that list. And Dame should not be number 8. Dame should be top 3, top 4 on this list. Dame should be over Kawhi Leonard. I don't know why y'all got Kawhi Leonard on this list. I really don't. The Clippers.
Cleveland on float.
Barely. He didn't even play tonight. And they barely won against Pistons. They won by like 5 points.
Because of playoff.
Who? Well, see, yeah, I'm gonna move on. The MVP conversation starting to make me mad. How y'all gonna have Rudy Gobert here but not Donovan Mitchell? I'm sorry, I can't. I'm sorry, I just can't do it. Last but not least, Miami. I know we mentioned it a little bit earlier with Victor Oladipo and his knee injury. Miami's won 6 of the last 7. They are currently in the running at number. Where we at? Number 5. So they're going to fight for that 4th seed with Atlanta. They're going to go back and forth.
They probably catch Atlanta, to be honest.
Now, the only thing I can hope for, because these 3 teams are a half a game behind each other. Charlotte's a half a game behind Miami. Miami's a half a game behind Atlanta. So those 3 teams could move around.
Yes.
Boston could come out of nowhere because.
Well, see, the problem is Charlotte. Charlotte's
going to fall.
Charlotte's going to fall to the play.
Boston's going to come out.
I can see Boston.
And hope, if I'm lucky, the Knicks will either be a top game in playing or they'll be number 6.
The Knicks are real. Well, it's not really a winning season.
Oh, they win regardless.
It's a winning season for the Knicks.
The fact that they're in the playoffs, they were nowhere near this last year. They were at the bottom.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, it don't matter what the Knicks do.
It don't.
They got a lot of people with respect from the last 20 years.
Since
Melo,
they got my respect.
Since Melo. That's the last time they've been respected.
Congratulations to Mike Wizards for getting a head coach position in Indiana University.
Oh, absolutely.
It hurts the Knicks because the Knicks started losing a couple games after you left because you definitely impact the culture there, Mike Wizards.
But it do help the Hoosiers.
But you will help the Hoosiers being
because he's a former player.
Oh yeah, he came back.
He got a national championship.
It'll work. It'll be a good look. Knicks gonna miss you because they was winning games.
He's gonna be able to recruit his butt off.
Oh, for sure.
All you gotta say is also NBA pedigree. He kept Trace. A lottery pick.
Oh yeah. Absolutely. So like you said, the Knicks are having a winning season, being 500 right now.
So as long as they get there,
they're 5-5 in their last 10, which is solid, which is great for them. For Knicks, that's great. They're rebuilding the culture. They're becoming a winning culture. Can't even add that. I don't know what to say about the Pacers. I mean, they've won 6 out of the last 10.
Who knows what to say about the Pacers?
But I have nothing to say because you're 9th in the East, which
they should not be nowhere near the 9th.
You should be in the playoffs. You shouldn't even be in the play-in, but
they're not going. I see them winning maybe the one of the play-ins and losing the other one. Now they have to playoffs.
It's one of them kind of seasons again. First year for Coach Nate B, so I mean, I can't really blame
I'm not mad at him.
I mean, it's combination of injury and
it's time somebody gotta go though.
Brogdon gotta go. I like Malcolm Brogdon, but I don't like him as a Pacer. I'm convinced he's
not the main first problem.
Is it Miles again?
It's always gonna be Miles.
Actually, you was happy about Miles.
I am, but it's still gonna be on Miles.
That's cold.
It's gonna be Miles or Brogdon. You gotta pick one.
Definitely Brogdon. Brogdon gotta go.
Well, because he needs to stop shooting the ball. Just play point guard.
He's not a point guard.
He might as well. He averaged 8 assists though.
The Pacers would have been better off. I know Coach Nate B wasn't thinking like this, but Aaron Holiday.
Oh, you know how I feel about Aaron.
Should have been your point guard.
You know how I feel about Aaron Holiday.
You chose to run with Malcolm Brogdon. Malcolm Brogdon is a 2 masquerading as a 1. And the problem is
shorter.
True. But he should be playing the 2, not the 1.
And he don't like when Brogdon has 27 points.
You're losing.
Pretty much.
Because Sabonis leads your offense. The offense runs through Sabonis. And Aaron needs to feed Sabonis instead of Brogdon feeding himself.
Pacers. I watched y'all against Memphis. Y'all got lucky. Because it's Memphis.
And Memphis don't.
I mean, I like Ja.
They're inconsistent.
But we'll say that.
They're inconsistent.
Besides Ja, you ain't got nobody.
Kyle Anderson.
Huh?
Brandon Clark.
Huh?
Valanciunas.
Okay.
Justice Winslow.
He played on. Man, I'm about. Don't
Well-
let me start looking at my phone.
Well,
I like Justin Winslow, but
check
he done played less than 30. He done played 30 more minutes than both of us since being with the Grizzlies.
And they're 8th in the West. They're in the play-in.
Because of Ja.
They lost to the Knicks and the Pacers. And they play the Bulls on Monday.
Yeah, they're gonna lose to
Dallas on Wednesday and Bulls on Friday.
That sounds like 5 straight loses games to me.
Ouch.
You gotta be picking the Bulls twice.
Wow. Well, you know what? You can do that now with Vucevic out there. You can do that.
Not
now.
what they losing today to Minnesota.
It was for Cat's mom. He played hard for his mom.
It was emotional.
It was an emotional
Okay.
game. They had a whole seat reserved for tribute.
We watched sports.
You know, it was for his mom.
And his dad there.
And his dad,
It was,
you know,
yeah,
he had
exactly.
to
And
do
then
it.
him and Kat and Levine are best friends.
Yeah, so Levine was down there doing his thing, but you know how it is. Man.
Yeah.
He probably threw the game for his mom.
Dang.
I'd go as far to say Zach Levine is a swell guy. You would do something like
He just took the foot off the gas.
just enough for him to win.
Yeah.
That's really it for right now, man. The NBA is nothing short of a soap opera right now. You got players that deserve MVP that ain't being talked about, players that don't deserve MVP getting talked about, and it's just business as usual when it comes to the NBA.
Oh, absolutely.
Lakers are probably gonna win the championship without giving any other team a fair shot, even though I'd rather see Phoenix win one just for CP3 since
That'd be
you
an
know,
interesting matchup too.
I would love to see
Lakers
that.
and Phoenix and Western Conference Finals.
It's an ugly 7-game series.
Oh, that's ugly.
But if everybody's fully healthy,
I mean, Lakers want to find.
I would say 4-3, possibly Lakers.
Even though it might be impossible to stop Devin Booker.
See, I don't want it to just be Devin Booker.
I know. Well, I'm thinking of the Lakers personnel. Who on the what guard on the Lakers?
I need the Phoenix.
What guard on the Lakers is stopping Devin Booker?
The only one I could think of that would give him a run for his money is THT.
That's what I'm saying.
And that's saying a lot.
That's what I'm saying.
You know, I need the trifecta.
Because his defense is the worst on the team.
I need CP3, Ayton, and Booker to all go off at the same time. Now, if that happens and everybody else can be supporting cast, then you got something.
Shooter could contain Chris Paul. Not the leadership, but his defense could contain Chris Paul somewhat.
Chris Paul knows how to get around Shooter.
I didn't say he couldn't. I think Shooter.
But if Chris Paul focuses on giving out dimes and don't even worry about scoring,
well, yeah,
that's different.
Yeah, if Chris Paul not scoring, okay. If he just out there coaching like what he always do anyway, so
as long as we win, I don't care.
It's a whole problem. And Aiden, I don't know who's on the Lakers. I mean, you got to put AD on.
I know AD.
I know Drummond. I don't know if Drummond keep up with him.
I don't know. Drummond got toe issues.
I don't know if Drummond keep up. Aiden spreads the floor.
Aiden know how to shoot.
Aiden know how to spread the floor. Drummond don't.
Mm-hmm.
Drummond down there.
Oki's talking mismatch. You're better off probably putting AD
yeah, but
on.
Drummond, Aiden ain't stopping Drummond in the post though. Let's get that thing.
He gonna give him a run for his money.
I mean, a little bit.
I mean,
he gonna do better than.
He gonna force Drummond to hit the free throw.
I mean, he gonna do better than.
He gonna force Drummond to hit
than
the free
Lamarcus.
throws. Oh, of course.
He gonna do better than Lamarcus.
You ain't cooking Aiden like you cooking.
He gonna do better than Lamarcus or Blake.
I'm gonna be honest with you. At the what I saw on Saturday, I'm uncertain if Brooklyn make it out the East. I'm truly uncertain.
I'm almost as close. I was a year too early.
Philly might be the team this year.
Might be a year too early.
Now Philly versus Lakers, Doc Rivers versus Vogel coaching.
That's the problem. That's a new problem. Because we know who the better coach is.
You just gave Vogel props, but Doc though,
we know who the better coach is.
Who won, and it wasn't because of a pandemic. Doc won back when it was tough to win. Vogel won because of COVID. That was a COVID championship.
I think we should end it right there.
Okay. All right. Go ahead, let them know they find you.
Instagram, Tone_fresh08.
Follow me, Ty Slap Faithful to Instagram. Make sure you follow GTA Sports Network, GTA Tech. Don't forget to subscribe, GTA Sports on YouTube and GTASportsNet.com for all things in the world of sports. Until next time, this is Ty Slater and Turner. We out.